My name is Anna Grace Chisom, and I am a sophomore political science student here at Bob Jones University. I was approached to share a little bit of my story and what that looks like, what my background was coming to Bob Jones. And it really started for me during my senior year of high school. I was your typical senior. I was ready to graduate. I was so ready to be in college. I hadn't decided where yet. And life seemed pretty great, by the world standards. Life was good. I had a bright future ahead of me, right? That's what I was told. And then some things started changing. My mother started experiencing some health issues about halfway through senior year, and that eventually led to her having multiple tests and biopsies, and she was diagnosed with an extremely rare form of cancer with a very short life expectancy. And that kind of rocked my world. My whole family was relying on the Lord, but we also knew that the Lord could choose to take her if he so chose to do. She started chemo right away, and about 3 months later, she went into the hospital with some very, very serious symptoms from the cancer, and the Lord gave grace. He actually brought her out of the hospital for about 3 weeks. We spent Mother's Day with her, and then she passed away. So that was like 2 weeks before I was supposed to graduate. I hadn't decided where I was coming to college yet, and all I can remember thinking at that time was just like David said in the Psalms, and Jesus repeated on the cross, "My God, why have you forsaken me?" That was the one thought that I remember crying out so many times during all those nights when you would just lay in bed and you would cry. I wasn't sure where I was supposed to go. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to leave my dad at home and come to college, and everything was extremely uncertain. And that was probably the moment when I was the most spiritually vulnerable that I think I have ever been. And I still experience some of that sometimes, but I think the biggest thing that the Lord taught me during all of those dark days and all of those dark nights that I have ever experienced, the Lord really did give grace. I have seen parts of my God's character that I don't think I would have ever seen if the Lord had not brought this into my life. And it doesn't mean that we don't have days when it's hard and you struggle, and especially here at college, you have stress on top of everything. But I cannot even begin to stress how good my God is, because he has given me the grace. He gives me that strength to get through to the next day. That's what I'd like to share.